Bladesmiths, welcome to the Forge, or at least our Forged in Fire storage facility. You'll have to rummage through our storage to source the materials that you need to build a forge. And then once that's made, we expect you to forge us a signature blade in your signature style. Good luck, Bladesmiths. Your 3.5 hour starts now.
I'm in my zone. 20 years of forging on a coal and coke forge. That's what I'm used to.
And look, Mike's got he's got a brake drum, it looks like.
It's a very classic homemade forge.
The brake drum, that's gonna work good for a fire puck because, you know, you got round, you got some decent depth. It ain't gonna burn out on me.
As I look at this piece of steel and start to hammer on it, it becomes apparent very quickly that it's going to be just an enormous task to shape and form this blade. I began to think of how to reduce this piece of steel, and I ran over and grabbed an angle grinder, and I started to try to cut this piece of steel in half, but I realized it was going to be a very long, tedious process, so I gave up on that approach very quickly.
Just having to hand hammer in this sun, in this outdoor environment, is taking its toll on each one of them.
They didn't give us power hammer, but luckily, I brought my own power hammer. So I'm hammering on this piece of metal, giving it everything I got, but it's not moving.
There we go.
So I finally get a piece cut off, and it's a little bit short, but I thought I can get this in the fire and I can draw this out, no problem.
The problem with the coal forge is you can get beyond welding temperature and actually get to the point of burning the steel. And when you burn the steel, it gets in and ruins the crystalline structure. Once you burn it, you cut it off and work with something that hasn't burned. There's no coming back from it.
Oh, the heat's getting to me, and I kind of just had to step aside for a second. And then I looked back over, and I thought, oh, crap. I left my blade in the forge. I gotta get back over there. That pucky's probably hot.
Did he burn it?
Yeah.
He burnt it.
That's not good. You know, the back of the spine of the blade, it's burnt. Big old chunk, burned out. That's not good at all. Could I have enough time to split that one in the amount of time I got left, put it together and forge weld it? I don't, so I'm gonna try to fix this one.
Go with what you got.
I'm still trying to think positive, keep going. I just can't give up.
Forge is hot, the sun is beating down, it's bright, it's hard to tell the color. I start smacking it like it owes me money, but I'm feeling really overheated, kind of shaky.
I gotta take 5.
There you go, taking a break.
This is brutal.
Yeah, it is.
The risk of taking a break is it takes time off the clock, but the greater risk is passing out and being eliminated altogether.
I hope that whole piece of steel hasn't been in that forge this whole time.
Oh, jeez, no.
Oh, no.
Burn his metal.
Tim, no. Tim burnt the tip of his steel off.
I'm hot, I'm dizzy. I'm looking at this piece of steel, halfway about to cry. It's just too short, and it's a decision time.
Oh, man.
Do I tap out, or do I try to figure out something else and keep going?
It looks like Ken, he's just been hammering continuously.
But it's not moving. All that energy.
I'm feeling for him.
I'm not a novice at making knobs. I've made knobs for 10 years, but I've never worked with a piece of steel this big by hand. I just see I've got so much steel to move yet to even get to a knife shape. Even if I had more time, I would not be able to achieve the results that I need to even submit a knife.
Why is Ken not moving?
Why is Kim not moving?
I'm hot, my pulse is racing. Time is running out. I just don't think I can make it through this. It's time to throw in the towel.
What's going on?
I'm done.
You're done?
I can't do it anymore.
You realize $10,000 and the title of Forged in Fire Champions on the line?
I got a splitting headache. I feel nauseated.
All right, sir.
There's times in anybody's level of competition that you reach a point where you just can't continue. It was just beyond what I could physically handle.
We still have 3 smiths that are working. The fact that Ken has left the competition has no bearing on whether or not these guys move forward.
Tim is finally moving some metal.
Now that I've gotten to start over, I focus on the tip. And then what I worry about is just making sure that I get to parameters.
There's a knife.
I keep heating up my metal, I'm pulling it out, and I just want to work on it more. But there's not enough time.
Quench.
I got a hard blade. It looks straight enough. So now I'm gonna be belly up at this grinder to make this blade the best blade I can make.
Bladesmiths, 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, we got a quench.
There we go.
Mike's
Look
in
at
the
that.
quench.
Wow. Woo! I've got it hardened. I'm feeling pretty stoked, even though I'm completely wore out.
There you go. All right. Oh. So I pulled out of the quench, put it in the vise, took a file, and went against it. Ooh, hard, but didn't feel hard enough. I've got to do it one more time.
What? No, no.
Of course I'm going to have to do it twice, because that's how this whole day has gone.
This is such a risk. Putting more and more stress on that edge.
30 seconds.
Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. There you go.
Pull it out.
It looks pretty straight.
That'll work.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmiths, shut down your machines, drop your tools. This round of competition is over. Bladesmiths, that was a tough first round, and intentionally so. We're always pushing the limits of what's possible in weaponsmithing. One of your competitors self-eliminated from this competition. Your blades still need to make the parameters. Michael, you're up first. Please present your blade to the judges.
Your steel looks solid for the most part. You've got it kind of necked in right here, and there's a bit of an issue on the edge side. You can see that there's a crack that works its way back in there, but you left enough mass in this blade to get around that, so good.
Thank you.
All right, Tim, please present your blade to the judges.
It's obviously a very rough knife. I'd like to see a lot of this mass taken away and an edge put on it. I would really address this tang. It's a weak spot back here. Some cracking and some fissures going on that need to be addressed. But in all, it's a solid knife, so well done.
Thank you.
All right, steady pace, John. Please present your steel to the judges.
Well, John, you have the most finished blade out of anyone here, but there's a crack right here, right at the junction of the tang. Luckily, it's on the spine side, so any heat applied to that area wouldn't transfer down to the blade. In general, it's a clean piece of steel. Well done.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, congratulations. All of your blades have made parameters, and you're moving into this next round of competition.